You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's Tuesday, the 27th of January. This is James Spann. Nice to have the sun out in full force again today. A little warmer today, everybody above freezing, but another blast of Arctic air due in here the weekend. Could we see a snowflake on Friday in advance of that? That's one big question we'll address today. Let's go to the upper air look. Same concept, big ridge in the west, downstream trough in the east. Visible satellite view, we're dry. And hey, there's no clouds over West Tennessee and Northwest Mississippi and East Arkansas. You know what that is? Yep, snow and sleet cover. Ice on the ground. Showing up from weather satellites. That's pretty cool. We'll check the radar composite. Things quiet around the nation this afternoon. And yes, indeed, we're above freezing. We can celebrate that. We've got mostly upper 30s over the northern half of the state. Low to mid 40s over South Alabama. Watch warning map. Pretty quiet this afternoon. And no thunderstorms anytime soon. No thunder today, tomorrow, or Thursday. Check the precipitation over the course of the next 7 days. A little bit for South Alabama. Possibly on Friday, a little feature in the Gulf. North Alabama, probably nothing meaningful. We'll check the dailies as we go here. Model fans, European, 12Z run, 3 o'clock tomorrow. Same concept, got the broad trough in the eastern states. Once again, we are cold and we're dry. We start the day mostly in the 20s. The high will be in the 40s. Some of the colder pockets will be in the teens over North Alabama. This is Thursday, partly to mostly sunny. Again, high should be in the 40s. South Alabama should see 50s on Thursday. It'll be like a tropical heat wave. So Friday, an Arctic front approaching, a little low in the Gulf, and the European basically is just not showing anything, nothing. Some clouds around, but the air is so dry, no sprinkles, no flurries. However, the American GFS model says, wait a minute, there might be enough moisture for a little bit of light rain or a few little snow showers around Friday. But remember, the European in the cold season typically performs much better, that one. So we'll just kind of mention a few sprinkles or flurries, nothing meaningful. The big story, it's the cold air coming in for the weekend. Boy, look at the 540 thickness line, that first blue line, way down there below Tampa, deep in the Gulf. I mean, that's cold. And now that little Gulf feature kind of makes the turn and goes just off the Atlantic coast. That might bring some snow to the Carolinas on Saturday. But around here, highs in the 20s. Highs in the 20s for North Alabama. Even parts of South Alabama could stay below freezing all day. Saturday, very cold. We start the day well down in the teens. North Alabama, 10 to 15. South Alabama, low 20s. Same thing on Sunday, not as windy, but Sunday morning should be the coldest. That's when the sky is clear, the wind is near calm. Sunday morning, much like this morning, it'll be very similar to this morning. We could see some single-digit lows over the northern part of the state. We should see teens all the way to the Gulf Coast. The high Sunday should be in the 30s for most locations. This is Monday, a little Alberta clipper coming down from the northwest. That might squeeze out a few little light areas of snow or flurries. Just maybe clipping the northeastern corner of Alabama. Traditionally, clippers don't do much in an air mass like that. The air is going to be very dry. But again, if you're in Scottsboro or Fort Payne, Stevenson, Bridgeport, you might see a snowflake Monday. But most of the state just cold and dry. And a week from today, this is Tuesday, the 3rd of February, little ridge axis off to the west. And that means we'll start to warm up a little bit next week. By Tuesday, many spots will likely see a high at or over 50. So let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, the end of next week. This is the 6th of February. Same idea. Got a trough on the East Coast. And again, that's seasonal. The Arctic air has been kind of scoured out. High should be in the 50s for much of the state. Again, a clipper well to the north. So at this point, most of next week looks quiet, dry, with a slow warming trend. All right, snow fans, this is the probabilistic outlook. 1 inch of snow or greater over the next 10 days. And that doesn't look good. You see that 10 to 20% dark purple over the Tennessee Valley. That would be for the clipper that would come through or maybe this Friday or the clipper early next week. But again, meaningful chances for 1 inch of snow just not looking good. But we've got a long way to go. Not even close to being done here. So rain for the next 15 days, valid through the 10th of February. Not much, a little over 1/2 inch. That's the mean. We got a few outliers in the ensemble members, but you're looking for that mean. That's the way you do this. And again, a little over 1/2 inch. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. 40s through Friday. Look at Saturday, though. The high 27. Lows well down in the teens, both Saturday and Sunday morning. And understand, it's going to be colder over the northern third of the state. This is kind of for the central part of Alabama. But then we bounce back into the low 50s after Monday of next week. And let's see here. This is yesterday's outlook. So let me see if I can pull up today's very quickly, the 6 to 10 day. And it is, well, it just came in. How about that? Right as we speak, it just came in. So let me plop this in. We'll watch it change together. This is the outlook for the 4th through the 10th of February. 8 to 14 days out, and we're still in the blue. Temperature's a little below average here if this works out. Above average back in the western states. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. I love it. Library full of kindergarten students at Alexandria Elementary School. Home of the Valley Cubs. We had a great session today. They absolutely love to learn about weather and talk about weather. And I got to love this thing. I look at clouds and I know things. That's too cool. But we talked about how thunderstorms are good. They're a vital part of the water cycle. Talked about weather forecasting. Talked about hurricanes, tornadoes, and a lot more. Great session today. So again, to all these kids at Alexandria Elementary School in Calhoun County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are indeed looking good. So again, I will not be able to do these videos tomorrow in that I'm about to leave to head to Houston for the AMS annual meeting. The AMS is the American Meteorological Society. That's a professional society. I've got a couple of sessions. I'll be speaking there tomorrow morning, but I'll come right back, and I'll be back on duty on Thursday. I'll be posting the notes on the blog as always, but I'll be back on Thursday. Got a homeschool group on Thursday. I'll be at St. Clair County High School on Friday in Odenville, and we've got a book signing on Saturday in Tallahassee. We're going to be at Restoration 49 Coffee on Ann Avenue. It's a great place, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So listen, if you're anywhere between Montgomery and Auburn, below Alexander City, Lake Martin, come see us. Tallahassee. We'll be there from 10 until 1. All the cool weather shirts, children's books, all the good stuff from Crest Publishers. They're the greatest, and we have a lot of fun. We take a lot of pictures. So again, that is Tallahassee. Restoration 49 Coffee, Saturday from 10 until 1. I will not be on ABC 3340 News this evening because of travel, but you can hear me every day, including tonight on great radio stations around the state, including at Birmingham, Classic Rock 106.9. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Tuesday evening, and God bless.